YouTube, how's it freaking going? Welcome back to another video. If you're new, hit the sub button. Guys, we're trying to hit 2,000 subs by the end of September. But guys, I know I haven't been posting a lot, and this video is specific to address that. I'm giving you guys a bit of a life update. Now, I have hinted to doing this, or I have mentioned it, whatever the case may be. But there's been some major changes in my life, guys. I am full throttle committed to my goal and to my passions, guys, which you should too. But I quit my job. So I quit my job, guys. For you that aren't aware, I worked at the railroad, CP Railway to be exact. And to be completely honest with you guys, it's an amazing job. There's so much benefits to it. I make good money. I have a good crowd of people around me. The hours are good, and I don't go home with a headache. And I feel like that's one of the biggest things to take away, especially when you're doing a job that's not necessarily your passion, is to make sure that's not infiltrating other elements of your life. But on that topic, it kind of was. Now, it wasn't stressing me out. It wasn't making me take things home, but it was making me take home bad habits. Because it's a unionized job and just the atmosphere of the place, it was kind of designed for people to be lazy, if I'm being completely honest with you guys. A lot of my fellow employees were lazy, and the way that people dictate their work ethic at a unionized place is based off what their fellow union person is doing. So, for example, let's say I'm me and Bob. If I'm doing more than Bob, or rather less than Bob, he in his mind is to be, well, we're getting paid the same. We're both in a union. You're not going to get fired. So let me just mock what he does. But needless to say, it built laziness. And I'm a big believer in the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. And I felt it infiltrating my life, guys. Now, of course, I still live at home. So there is some sort of, things I need to say to my parents. But on that topic, guys, I really want to emphasize something. Now, I will say my parents are being very respecting of everything that I'm doing. But you guys need to live by this philosophy. And there's two big philosophies in life that I live by. One of which is do not take advice from people who are not where you want to be in life, guys. So many people are going to give their advice on certain aspirations or inspirations that you guys have in life. But the reality of it is, if they're not where you want to be, you need to take it with a grain of salt. And a lot of times, especially when you talk to people about your goals and whatnot, they're going to just talk about their own inner insecurities and their own regrets that they had towards why they didn't pursue what they wanted in life. For example, oh, it's so many people are doing it. There's so much competition. Oh, but what if you fail? Oh, I don't know what my paycheck is. Or, oh, what about the benefits and stuff like that? And again, guys, this isn't advice. This is just stuff that I've experienced myself. Of course, you got to take that with a grain of salt, but I really do want to emphasize, live your life by your own means, but live in the sort of context of understanding and listening to people who are where you want to be, because that's the people who know what you're going through, who know what you need to do to get to where you want to be. And again, a lot of people are just going to talk down upon, what you're trying to do, especially if they're not in the position where you want to be. And that's kind of like the don't tell small-minded people big goals. It kind of comes down to that quote, guys. And the second one I have is, will I regret this in 5 years if I do this or if I don't do this? And that's a good lesson or philosophy to live by, guys, because a lot of times we just look for the instant gratification. A good example of that is, oh, let me eat that chocolate bar when it's not my cheat day, or oh, let me skip the gym because I want to play video games late at night. Those are the type of questions you need to ask yourself. Is, am I going to regret that in 5 years? And 9 times out of 10 with those specific things, you're probably going to regret it. So you do need to live in that context. But speaking of that, I'm turning 23 in 2 days. Today's September 10th. And I have decided that I'm going to be going to Europe. So that's kind of why I haven't been posting a lot of videos, guys, because I've been really pursuing the personal training, which if you guys are interested and want to get in the best shape of your life, follow me on Instagram or comment down below, fit, and I'll reach out to you guys, get you guys right, because fitness, guys, has been life-changing for me. I wouldn't have the balls to do what I'm doing, the confidence to do what I'm doing, which is leave my job, but also solo trip Europe. Now, to be specific, I am going to Italy, Croatia, and Greece. I believe I'm going for like 20-something days or something like that. I'm going from September 10th today to October 3rd. So that's part of why I haven't been making a lot of videos, guys. But every single day that I'm out in Europe, I'm going to be making videos. So we leave today. We're going to be leaving actually in about an hour and a half to 2 hours. So to be exact, I leave at 5 today. But that's for a different video. I want to talk specific towards chasing your goals and doing the things you need to do, guys. I spoke upon, if you don't believe in yourself, you're not willing to invest in yourself, how can you expect other people to when I bought the drone? And it kind of came down to the same thing, especially with my fitness brand. There's no sense in waiting around. Yes, your 9 to 5 pays the bills. Your 6 to 10 is what builds the empire. However, I'm in a position where I have the ability to take risk. And no risk, no reward. Any great thing that's come in my life, guys, has been on the other side of a comfort zone. I've solo traveled to New York. I solo traveled to Florida, Miami, and both of those were such a life-changing thing for me, guys, because number one, I was by myself, but number two, I had to force myself to make connections with people. And it just builds a sense of confidence, which is why I really do, really want to give you guys advice in terms of do some solo traveling. It'll help you guys in so many ways. You'll feel a sense of confidence in yourself through the roof. And you'll feel the confidence to, number one, do something that you say you're going to do. Because a lot of times we say, I want to do something, but we don't take the action. And the only real way of achieving anything, guys, is by taking that first step, is by fucking not listening to those inner voices. Because even solo traveling to Europe, guys, I'm having these inner thoughts. Oh, what if you get lost? Oh, what if you get shot? Oh, what if you get robbed? Oh, what if you lose your passport? Oh, this, oh, that, oh, that. Guys, everything will work out. And a lot of times, especially when we're putting ourselves outside of the comfort zone, our instinctual belief, because ancestrally speaking, we have not changed from our primitive selves. And back in the day when we were hunters and gatherers, listening to your inner voice was right. You know, you don't want to leave the village because there might be tigers. You don't want to eat that berry because it might be poisonous. Those sorts of things are true because that's sort of the programming that we developed at that sort of beginning era of us, because it did serve us a purpose. But now it kind of hinders us from putting ourselves in uncomfortable positions. But the best things that have occurred in my personal life, guys, have been on the other side of my comfort zone. And needless to say, I guess I'm kind of addicted to trying to push myself outside of my comfort zone, one of which is by going on a solo trip. Now, I have these thoughts in my mind where, you know, obviously I'm spending a substantial amount of money to do this, and I could just start my business. And logically speaking, that might make sense, but at the same time, I feel a sense of discomfort from wanting to go to Europe. And what that's going to do is build my character so that when I actually do come back, I'm going to be more effective and I'm going to be more, I guess, grind oriented, because I'm going to have a better vision of what I'm working towards, which is another thing of why I really want to emphasize, do the things that you're working towards, because a lot of times we look at it and it's out of reach because we haven't lived it and we're only looking at it through our phones or whatever the case may be. It's kind of living your visualization, and it really gives you an element of grind, rather grind towards what you want. So I do recommend that. But I do want to step back towards the whole quitting my job sort of situation, guys, because obviously there's certain things that need to come with that. And one of which, guys, is something that I haven't spoken upon. It's a vice that I have, and I'm going to call it an addiction. Because when something's doing more harm than good, it's an addiction. And when you continue to do it, I should say. When something's doing more harm than good and you continue to do it, then it's an addiction. And one of those is smoking weed, guys. I have not shown that because I don't want that side to be shown necessarily. And mentally, I think, oh, you know, smoking weed, you know, I'm more creative, I edit better, you know, I have more enjoyment doing things. But the reality of it is, it's a vice. It's something I do to escape the reality. And it's something a lot of people do to escape reality, whether it's drinking, whether it's smoking, whether it's masturbating. All of those are vices, guys. And they're distracting you from the reality of it. Is that what you're doing right now isn't necessarily what you want to do. And when I smoke weed and I play video games, I enjoy the video games more. But what I would enjoy more than video games is doing what I'm doing now, which is traveling. And how can I obtain that? It's by sacrificing those very things. So I've quit weed. Weed is no longer in my system. And I recommend doing those sort of things for yourself. Guys, it's not going to be easy. You're going to feel these withdrawals. You're going to feel, oh, justification. Oh, but it helped with this. It helped with that. The reality of it is, guys, it's a vice. And if you want what you want in life, if you want those big goals that you want in life, guys, you need to sacrifice. There's no room for you to just continue doing these things and not think about it. Because again, live by the philosophy. Would you in 5 years regret doing this? And necessarily, it might be a no. when it comes to smoking weed. Oh, I'm smoking one day. But the reality of it is that very day could have been the best opportunity of your life where you had that connection with someone who could change your life forever. So that's what I want to get out of that, guys, especially because I smoke weed. I can't drive. I'm hindered. And I hope you guys learn from this, but I've completely quit it. Now, today is day number 4 of actually quitting fully. And I should say I wasn't a serial smoker, guys. I would smoke on the weekends. And back to the job situation, I would find a sense of comfort in knowing that I had a job. And it made me feel more justified with smoking because I would wake up on Monday, I would go to work, and I would make money. But the reality of it is, it isn't what I want to do. And the whole purpose of this video, guys, is to give you guys a little update on my own life, but also kind of to share my story because I do want you guys to learn from it. Now, I haven't endured much hardship in my life, and I will live by that. I try to put myself in hardship as much as I can, but there's always lessons to be learned from people. Every single person has a story to tell. Every single person has a lesson. Every single person knows something more than you do. And you need to learn from it. So I hope you guys do take something from this video, guys. Quit your vices. Reach out and grab the life that you want, guys, because time is going. Time is fucking flying by. There's no getting time back. Money comes, money goes. But the reality of it is time. That is the ultimate currency of life, guys. True success is the enjoyment of time. And I will die on that hill. So live every day with a sense of purpose, with a sense of lovingness towards your friends, your family, and a sense of enjoyment with the time passing, because that to me is ultimate success, guys. And if you guys disagree, perhaps I'm not the channel for you, but I highly recommend doing the things that you guys want to. Fuck your inner voices, and also hit the sub button if you're new, because again, guys, we're en route to 2,000 subscribers by the end of September. Again, the videos haven't been very consistent, but stay tuned because we're gonna have like 20 plus days of vlog, because I'm gonna be vlogging every single day. But also follow the Instagram, guys, because I'm gonna be posting daily updates of what I'm doing as well. It's a lot easier to pull out the phone, boom, 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 post, than taking these long form videos. But these long form videos are going to last forever, and I'm very excited to watch them back when I get old, or perhaps even my kid watch it back. So hey, he might be watching it right now, or she might be watching it right now, you know, me in 20 years or whatever the case may be. That'd be really cool. I'm very excited for that. But hit the post notification bell because you guys do not want to miss those videos, and smash the like button, guys, if you are committed to chasing your goals, because that, at the end of the day, guys, is what we need to do. Enjoyment of time is success, guys. Find your impetus and have a blessed day. Goodbye.